Welcome back to Neil RC, guys. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not at the house today. Today we're going to go ahead and have a little bit of fun. I brought out the Rlaarlo to go have some fun. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and set this thing up. I've got a big parking lot here, as you'll be able to see. This is the gas station that is no longer being used. So I've got a fairly good sized parking lot here with a couple of areas here to have a little bit of fun. And yes, I can even go that way, a little bit if I want to make a sweep, depending on how this concrete's going to work. I figured this would be a good chance to hang out a little bit. I brought my new head mount, so we'll be able to get some views that way. I also brought my camera, video recorder system right here to have that on the stand so that we can actually do some stuff, hang out, have some fun, and before the weather gets cold, because tonight the weather is going to drop. Temperature wise is going to be dropping, and I don't like running my vehicles when it's that cold outside, because most of the time plastic gets brittle when the temperature gets dropped. Right now we're sitting at roughly 48, 52 degrees, somewhere in that ballpark. It just depends on which time you're looking at the stuff. So we're going to go ahead and before it gets any worse as far as weather goes, we ain't gonna have to deal with the sun because we're full clouds, so it's gonna be a good day to record as far as I'm concerned. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing rolling. We're gonna get this car with a battery put in it. I did bring the 5500, and I also brought the 4400 watt or mAh batteries with me today, so we're gonna be able to run them both and give them a shout and hang out and see what goes on from there. We'll catch up with you here in a little bit. Alright, as you can see, I have the 2200 3S battery pack in there. That's the way I'm going to run this for right now. I do have the battery checker, and I also have a speedometer, GPS speedometer, that we're going to use also for both battery packs, so we can get a speed on what we're doing here on the concrete, just for curiosity's sake. Peak speed. And we're going to take this and we're going to peel the sticky side off. And we're going to take this and we're going to stick this probably up here in the front somewhere where we can see it really good. Slide everything back in. Turn everything and when you know it, I've got one that wants to, oh, it did go in. Good deal. There we go. And as you can hear it, we got power. And let's go ahead and have some fun. Let's make sure she's recording. Yep, 3 miles an hour. If you can see that all. There we go. Gonna come back over here. Turn the camera system on here. And hit the record button. We are recording. And yeah, as long as I stay out here. Oh. Plenty of grip. Yes, plenty of grip. Ow, and there goes an inside fender. That didn't last long. Granted, those tumbles were a whopper. But yeah, they did not like that at all. Well, they held up. They just didn't like it. Let's go ahead, and I'm currently going to slide that back off. Put these back in. And a lot of grip. A lot of grip out here with these tires. Lots of grip. And mind you, that was at 26 miles an hour, y'all, so far. Yeah, everything's good. Hopefully you're all able to see that. Alright, can't go much further than that. Yeah, there's a lot of grip on this concrete out here. Not a lot of slip. A lot more grip than I thought. I was expecting a little more slip, seeing how it hasn't had much traffic. Like I said, I love the Rlaarlo product. "35 miles an hour, guys, is what we hit for a peak speed with that. 35 miles an hour. And I just happened to think about something. This thing's probably not recording any volume whatsoever because the light ain't on. Let me guess. Yep. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. Sorry about that. I'll have to delete that footage and try and do this again. Oh, there goes another fender. Yeah, those fenders ain't holding up. Just so y'all can see that. That fender just popped right out of there. Yeah. It's just going to constantly blast the yeah, I can't get the four ways off now. There's a trick to it. I just don't know it. But yeah, that took out the driver's side. That's got a lot of grip on this stuff, y'all. It's got a lot of grip. Got a lot of grip to it, surprisingly. I am going to try and do something here. That's better. A little more straight. It wasn't off by much, but it was off. So there's 35 miles an hour on the GPS with a 3S 2200 mAh battery. Now, I wasn't expecting much out of it, but 35 mile an hour, that's what we use for tracks. It really is. That's what we use for tracks. So that's not a bad speed. And mind you, I'm about half throttle. There's no sense of cooking it. Yeah, we got to kind of watch for traffic because they do use that street. The road right there. And there's the other one. Oop. Yep, that didn't last long. That's why I kind of hate the... Well, I can't say hate. I don't use a lot of aftermarket stuff because of stuff like this here. You'd almost have to put them where they're bolted in. But that's a real world trial, and it isn't like it's on rough surface. I mean, this is the concrete. And it popped off, and Oh yeah. She's like a bullet for being, oh, sets right back on its wheels though. I will say that. Not bad for a rally car, as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, yeah, we're going to let this stop right here for that camera. I'm going to go ahead and swap battery packs, possibly go to the front where I have a little bit more room, and use my overhead camera, because I think that's going to record just well right there. So we'll catch you later.